Hello everyone, I'm Lou and welcome to my channel. This week's video we're going to be opening up the latest Upcrate subscription box, and this one is number 38. I'm really looking forward to seeing what's inside and making some art with it, so let's check it out. Okay, this is a little different. So the sticker says scratches are part of life. So that's quite intriguing. Okay, this is not at all what I was expecting at all. So we've got some Indian ink, and this is from Talons, and there's 11 mils bottle. This is the only art material really that we have in the box by the looks of it. Then we have 2 calligraphy pens with the nibs with different shapes. I don't know if you can see that at all. Okay, and we have a scalpel blade or art knife, and we have a clay board. So it's a multimedia panel that you can use with any media, scratching, detailing texture, and erase and rework easily. And it's 13 by 18 centimeters. I've not worked with anything like this before. Okay. Oh, we've got another one. Okay. So this one is a scratch board. So this one, scratch with precision, add brilliant colour, create incredible detail, and it's the same size, 13 by 18 centimeters, and it's by Ampersand. Both of these boards are by Ampersand. Okay, I've not done anything like this before. I'm guessing it's scratch art. We have the bottle post, so I'll have a look in here in a moment to see what we've got in the box. Looks like we've got some tracing paper, just one sheet, and we have a transfer sheet. Yeah, so this is like ink that you would draw on the other side so you'd lay it on top of paper, and then draw on this side, and it will transfer the ink on the other side to the paper. I haven't used anything like this in such a long time, probably like college. So if you had a really nice sketch in your sketchbook, and you wanted to replicate that on your like watercolor paper, it's a good way of doing that. We have the art print, and I have to say the art is absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. I don't know if I could pull anything like this off, but we shall see. Yeah, love it. The artist is Connor Smith, which will be the co-captain. Yeah, I love his art, and it looks like he does a lot of animals. So we've got a sticker sheet here, and I don't think you can see it, but it's textured, so it's kind of got that like scratch effect on there. That is really cool, really like that. Okay, so this is what we've got in our box this month. If you can see all of this, so it's quite unique really. I've not worked with anything like this before, so this is quite interesting. In the bottle post, it will give you a description of all the art materials in the box. There'll be tips, tricks, video tutorials as well. The co-captain, which is Connor's studio, it will give an insight into his art, and then using the art materials, his tips and tricks and whatnot. And then, as I said, there's some tips and tricks on cross hatching, feathering, stippling. You can create fur textures as well. Yeah, really cool. And then there's a sailor artist as well. You can check out their art. And then at the back there's an Upcrate battle. 3 artists that I picked from July's Upcrate battle, and then they'll showcase some of the other artists that have done the Upcrate battle for August, and I recognise a couple of artists there. Yeah, absolutely stunning. And then this month's Upcrate battle is starting from scratch. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this prompt, but I will probably go on the same lines as the co-captain in choosing an animal and trying something with that. So learning some scratching techniques using the blade and these calligraphy tips as well. Yeah, I'm intrigued by this one. I'm not sure how I feel about it at the moment, whether I like it or not. We shall see, but I'm gonna think about what kind of animal I'd like to do, yeah, so the next part will be creating something, and I'll come in at the end and just give you my thoughts and my processes of what I've created. So I will see you at the end of the video. Please do enjoy the time lapse. Thank you.
There comes a time when I won't belong on these streets, in these crowds, in this room, in your eyes, and you no longer know whether to stay or to go. Take me or leave me, rusty and bleeding, a robot on the floor. Well, hours will be hours, I'll slip right through your hand. Doesn't matter what you wish for, doesn't matter how intense. And all those shiny people you wanted to impress, well, they're all watching now, so walk out the door. I'm not gonna last, I'll tell you now. Whatever I am, just leave it now. I'm not gonna try to lie, 'cause here I am now. You said be careful what you say, well, you're the one to talk. You never should have gone this far, I should have told you from the start. No point in playing along or reach for their respect. Can't you see there's nothing left to protect? I'm not gonna last, I'll tell you now. Whatever I am, just leave it now. I'm not gonna try to lie, 'cause here I am now.
Wish that I could stay, wish for this moment to never go away. But it's all in my mind, and though I know that there is nothing to find, you're a beautiful sight in the summer night. And you can't put up a fight in the misty light. the streets all alone. All you can see, thinking about what your life came to be. You're a beautiful sight in the summer night, and you can't put up a fight in the misty light. Another day, like the mothers of Brazil find their way. We're all on our own, but you're the most beautiful I've ever known. You're a beautiful sight in the summer night, and you can't put up a fight in the misty light.
Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter, it's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah. Promise I won't forget, yeah. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter, it's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye. It's for the best and you know why. You gotta leave me here tonight before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this does. We gave it all we had, it's time to say bye, baby, bye. I'll be, you'll be, yeah, we'll be fine. So let's call it a night, and that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye. It's for the best and you know why.
Okay, so we've reached the end of the video and this is what I've created. Initially this was just a practice piece just to try out the techniques in the bottle post. As the prompt is starting from scratch, I decided to use my cat Harley as a practice subject. So this is my cat. If you don't know who she is, she's a half breed. She's a half and half, so she's part tortoise and part tabby, this being her tabby side. I do actually have a video on her where I've used colouring pencils, so if you did want to check that out and learn a little bit about her, you can. But yeah, she was my practice subject to have a go at these art materials. I used the clay board, so the whiteboard, and applied the black Indian ink on top. I did a little tester here before trying out on a bigger bit, just to try out the techniques in the bottle post. I then, once I was happy, I just covered it up again with the Indian ink. You can still see the scratches, but you know, if I was doing a whole art piece on here, I don't think you'd notice. But yeah, this is what I've done. I'm quite pleased with it. The ink dried really quickly, it covered really well, and I did go back in with the ink to correct mistakes I made when I was doing the scratching, and you can't even tell really. So yeah, I was a little bit anxious, I would say. Not anxious, and not very confident with the fur. It's something I normally shy away from when I do art. I'm not very confident at doing fur, but as the prompt is starting from scratch and the co-captain's art is about animals and animals with fur, I thought I would do Harley. So yeah, I think I did her justice. She is a little bit derpy, but that's how I draw her, so so yeah, she was the perfect subject really. I'm still not quite confident enough to move on to the blackboard. I want to practice a little bit more on this side, and then I'll move on to that. But for now, in this video, it will just be Harley. I've not even bothered using the tracing paper or the graphite paper. I didn't need it. I used this tool here, this scratching tool, just to sketch out the outline of her. So I didn't really need that. I was trying to freestyle it a little bit, and I think it came out okay. I use this one the most. I think this does quite a lot. Thin lines, thick lines, stippling. It's a really good tool to have. I didn't really bother using a scalpel, although I think you could get really thin, fine lines with the scalpel, and even with the stippling. So I didn't use it though. I'm not sure if it was necessary in the box. I didn't need it, but then I'm new to this art medium, so if I practiced a bit more, I'd probably figure out that would actually be quite a cool tool to use. The only thing that I would have criticism on, or actually two things, would be it would be nice if they included a paintbrush to apply the Indian ink. Don't get me wrong, I've got many paintbrushes, but it is suggested in the bottle post to apply the ink with a paintbrush and on the whiteboard and for corrections. So it would have been nice if one was included, just so that it was everything you needed was in the box. I know that's nitpicking a little bit, but it would be nice. The only other thing I've got criticism on, and this is a common thing with Upcrate, is I feel like they just don't include enough art medium or art materials to actually do the art on. To get one whiteboard and one blackboard to basically do your art, especially with a very unique art medium that I would imagine a lot of people have not used before, to use one board to practice on and then do one art piece. I just feel like it limits your creativity, and you can't explore that very much. I am well aware that it's €6.99 per board, so they are a little bit pricey, but it just would be nice if they included another board, or maybe like smaller boards, so you had more to practice with and create more art with. But that's, again, it's probably me just being nitpicky. I just like to explore what I'm getting in the box. But other than that, I am really happy with the box. This was a lot of fun and unique. And speaking of unique, this is just a little shout out to a fellow talented artist named Kev Pask. He is an artist and designer, and he's currently doing commissions for pet portraits over Christmas, or leading up to Christmas. He does unique and traditional, so if you want to go check him out, I will leave a link in the description below. He also has an Etsy shop with other art prints, so if you want to check him out, you can. But yeah, show him some love and check out his art. And if you'd like a commission of your pet in as a pet portrait, please do give him a contact. But for now, I will leave the video here. Please do give me a like, share and a subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Take care. Bye.